I am Apostle Cornelius Adeoyin, fondly called Bishop. I got saved July 10, 2010. Here is my salvation story, that truly Jesus still saves. All right, so that's my look like a kind of long story, but I've always been a Jesus boy, right? When I was born on my naming ceremony, right, they named me, this boy will be called Cornelius, and all like that, and also they named me Bishop. So, and that's been part of things that has been ordering my destiny. Even though I don't want to be in church, I always find myself in church. So I've always been a church boy, and that's how it was before truly finding Christ. Wow. So for a long period of time, I was a SICKLER, right? Always getting sick. So 2007, that was where everything started to get aligned, get changed. My dad was diagnosed of diabetes and was admitted to the hospital. So I went to the hospital, and that was teaching hospital Ife. I went to the hospital to see my dad, but I was not allowed to enter because of the kind of atmosphere, and I was a kid at that particular time, so I had to go to the back side of the hospital and, was looking at my dad, communicating with him from the window, saw how all the engines and everything was plugged on his body. As the little kid that I was just crying. And I know that at that particular time that God had to come in, and also at that particular time, I gave my life to Christ, but on the long run, I borrowed it back, So moving on, I became sick, I think around 2009, 2010, and my mom was with me at the same hospital, right, teaching hospital Ife at that particular time. And this was the moment that everything really changed. I was on the sick bed with drip on my hand, and my mom was really going to get maybe the food I'll eat. I really can't remember the scenario at this time. But on our way out, being with me for a long period, maybe she was exhausted, then she fainted on her way out. So being on the bed, seeing my mom faint, I removed the drip on my hand, rushed to where she was, and I forgot that I was sick at that particular time. And spending money and all at that particular time, I gave up really on myself, and I had to tell God that He had to come in at this particular time. So a day to my birthday, July 9, 2010, I could not sleep. I was just on God, seeing how much my parents had spent on me being sick. I mean, going to the hospital, teaching hospital, federal teaching hospital, Akure rejected me. Ife said they cannot do anything about it. So I know that God just had to come in at that particular time. So a night to my birthday, July 10, 2010, that's July 9, right? I had to, look up to God, and I was really dragging with God that, God, if you know that this sickness and my life will continue like this, going in and out of hospital, I don't want to see this next birthday. You better just take me at this moment, and let me just come and be with you and save these people of stress. And that was the moment where everything changed, and God spoke to me that night, and He said, it's fine, I can take you, but if you want to live at all, you must live for me. And that was the moment everything changed. I knew that if I was to live any moment, any seconds of my life, after that moment, I had to live it for God. And since then, that's been my story. I know that if I drift away from, following God, the next thing you will hear is that Cornelius is dead, because the breath that I take, my life is hanged on that word. If at all you will live, you will, and you must live for me. So that was really the experience, July 10, 2010, where God said, if at all you must live for me. So I gave my life to Christ, and it has been a journey so far. Not quite easy, but God has been faithful, and here we are. All right. If you remember, I said I was a SICKLER, in and out of hospital. The doctors knew me. When they see my dad's scar, they know that he's back again. And most of the renowned hospitals around my locality at that particular time rejected me, were not able to attend to me till I landed in Ife. Ife also rejected me, but that was when God came through and everything changed. So the one noticeable thing, right, out of many, which I will still mention as we continue, was that the last time I was admitted to hospital was before my birthday, July 10, where God spoke to me and said, if you will live at all, you must live. If you will live at all, you must live for me. So that was the noticeable change that happened to my life. And since then, I've never, and I will never, by the mercies of God, visit an hospital because of any sickness, any ailment, and that was it. And I believe the other things that came on board that changed in my journey, as I progressed, was that I was a very timid person, very shy, and to some extent, I'm still very shy, right? I was a very timid person, and I was very afraid. And one noticeable thing that has shifted from then to now is that God has helped to boost my confidence and helped me to gain clarity, and always forging ahead. And this scripture has been my mantra since then, that I believe that all things work together for my good, nothing works against me. So I just forge ahead and move on. So confidence, faith, and courage instead of fear, and sound health, divine health, has been one of the things that, some of the things that was the tangible experience after the encounter. Oh, wow. So if you're watching this video and you think it's too late for you, I want to speak from my own context, that I was a SICKLER. Maybe you're going through something, maybe there's a disease in your body, maybe you are sick or you're down at this particular time. Watching this and hearing my story, that majority of the hospitals rejected me, going to teaching hospital Ife, there was no solution, and my encountering God changed the story. And this is over 15 years already since then, and I've never visited hospital because of any disease or any ailment. And my word to you is that Jesus still heals. Jesus can heal you and give you a perfect health, right? So that would be my word in my own context, and as I believe that God will have me say it to anybody viewing it.